Yolan Troon, welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy and welcome to another Let's Play. And because I reached a milestone yesterday evening, while doing the tournament by the way, I want to give you a little heads up on my new start account, the Ops39 account. On the tournament, once again yesterday, I managed to do another of these 5K faction hostile hunts. I don't see one at the moment, but I was shuffling around here with the tasks, and despite having not too much time at the moment as a small player, I'm standing at 20k points after 2 days. Which is quite okay for a small player. That's what I said yesterday in the video. That there's a way for all of you to join in, and they're much bigger from my alliance. I unfortunately have to say that did not do very much in the tournament, and I don't blame Christmas on that one, because it's the same people who never do, although they are G6 players, which really sucks, to be honest. Nevertheless, while hunting the Federation, which was the 5K one yesterday, I managed to also lock in the lock on the Romulans. That means the Federation and the Romulans are at the lock and the Klingons are in the minus still, and I still want to keep them there. But during that time, while I'm still using the auto-leveling with the Klingons for a bunch of events and stuff like that, until I will reach the mirror universe. When I'm in the mirror universe, they automatically will come up, and there's not much I can do about that, because I will not be able to hunt that many Klingons to even out the mirror universe, if that's going well. But until then, I want to keep them in the minus to use the auto-leveling. But still, since I managed to get the Romulans in the lock as well, I started doing Klingon missions again. I did some nice ones with officer tokens already. And now let's have a quick look. There's another one with officer tokens. And I still need tons of officers, especially in this case where you get through the game very quickly, at least ops level wise and research wise. You will get into trouble with officers. There's still a bunch of officers I don't have, like my mission boss crews, which I prefer. Strange New World, of course, is far behind, and so I need to work on officers. I'm saving some of the tokens at the moment in case I need them for the tournament if I don't have enough time to do more of the 5K jobs, but because they do take time. But nevertheless, after the tournament, I will cash them all in, because I also need them for my transporter patterns, because of the speed of the game. And there were a lot of events that sped up my syndicate level as well. I didn't daily collect as many Grush shards as I did on my big account, which I started years ago. And so at the end, when I reached the big cash-ins for Grush at the syndicate levels, I didn't get nearly as many transporter patterns as I did the last time. The last time on my old account I got 80k transporter patterns. This time it was merely 20, or not even 20k. So that didn't get me that much up with any of the epic officers. So I still need to work on them in a different way, and to manage to get other rare officers at least to their maximum of shards, so that they bring me more transporter patterns. And that's why officers are so important. That's why I'm concentrating first on missions that bring me officer tokens. That's also why I, for example, will go back to combat training as soon as I have time. I'm at combat training 48 at the moment. I'm ops level 39, so that's a good thing to do. I can do up to ops combat training 49, because I can hunt the hostiles in Kronos, in Sol, in Romulus, and so combat training 49 will be doable. The last mission bosses for combat training were a bit harder already, but I'm still working on my Enterprise. But as you can see, I'm flying around with my Intrepid still because of the warp range. The Enterprise will even the warp range of a max Intrepid the next level that I get to, but I still need about 2,500 gas to do so. And so that's still the Intrepid I'm doing the missions with. And when I'm ranking up or leveling up the Enterprise, then I'll be able to kill the bigger mission bosses as well. So that won't be a big issue. So in the near future, I will have completed combat training 49. And those give me officer tokens as well. So I'm hopeful that I soon can work on my officers a little bit more. Yesterday I finally got Belana because we did get some officer tokens again. Oh, that's a mission that gets me right out of my warp range. As you can see, the rest around it is white, but I cannot reach the level 44 systems yet, so we have to check another one. Then let's take the one that we finished or started with in the same system, because that gives me crystal. Yeah, it's 4-star crystal, but nevertheless preparing for later is not bad either. And I'm collecting Klingon credits as well. I will have to cut down the Klingon reputation again very soon, but the credits I can save for later. And at the point when I'm in the mirror universe getting the Klingons up as well, at least I will have a number of credits in reserve for whatever I need, even if it's just later for the Nova or the Selkie or whatever, in the later levels. But that's still okay to do them. And they often give me titanium power steel, which I'm not in a big need at the moment, but they are often continuous missions, which even if the first one is not that great, the second one might give you officer tokens again, that might gives you ship parts again. And so that's why it's always worth doing the missions. And that's another reason for the video today. You know how much I advertise doing your missions, although I know there are people out there that don't like to do them, but they are really a big boost for your gameplay. And so I'm repeating that all the time as well. And at the moment, after still not 9 weeks of this account, I'm at 1,259 missions already. So you do know and can see that I'm serious about what I'm saying here. And even if I do them only on the side, if I just click one more milestone next to filming or whatever, it's doable. Even if you just have the pad standing there and click it once in a while, you still continue with your missions. So that's working. Unfortunately, with the Enterprise and the gas thingy, we didn't get too many gas events yesterday except a wave one. And on my level, waves is a big mess. You see, there's the protect the entity for alliance points, and there's the wave rider, which would give me gas. But for that, I have to kill 30 hostiles in waves. I can only kill freighters with the age of my account. And that means I can only do this if I have 4 people from my alliance, stronger people that take care of the other ship, and they let me hunt the freighters. And then I can complete that one. But it's once again very intelligent from Scopely to put wave defense stuff on during Christmas time when everybody has time to play. Yay. Yeah. So not too many people were online for a longer time, so couldn't have done anything yet, and it's just another 6 hours. Some of those 6 hours I'll be still working, and I doubt that too many of our Alliance members will be online to do that. These wave events are fine if you already can do solo waves. Then it's easy to do that. But what about all the people who are depending on the group waves? It's a lot of events where Scopely didn't think about the ops levels where they put stuff in it. It's like the transition events, those wave events, and that in Christmas time. Yeah, but I don't want to go into another rant right after Christmas. But it's just stupid. Let's take a look at the next mission waypoint. And let's just go there. But it's nice to collect all the 4-star stuff already via the missions. I've got some stuff of that in stock already. So when I, in the future, will go into G4 space, which I will not do in the near future, then I will have a lot of ship parts in place and stuff like that. But first of all, I'll be maxing the Enterprise and then do even more missions in the areas I cannot reach yet. But with the maxed Enterprise, the warp range will be bigger and I can reach more places here in Klingon space, but also in Romulan and in Federation space. So there are a number of missions still waiting for me before I ever leave Ops 39. And you see, I still can get far already. I cannot get to Somraw, but a lot of the other systems already I can reach. Of course, I've got a warp range crew on that ship, otherwise the Intrepid wouldn't get there. But with Grush and with Cadet Scotty, I can get up here to the to the level 43 systems, and so I've been around quite a lot there already, and that will continue then if I finally get the 2500 gas for the Enterprise, the uncommon gas, and next level, no, the next tier will only be matching the warp range of the Intrepid, but as I said, there are more tiers coming, and so once I reach those, my warp range will be bigger. It's too long ago to remember what the max warp range of the Enterprise was, but there is a lot of missions still waiting for me on Ops 39. So let's see, where do we have to go here? But in the meantime, I forgot the one in the last system already, so let's take this one before we go to the waypoint. I hope that wasn't a mistake. No, it wasn't. Combat triangle still, but those scouts are not that strong. So that usually works in all the systems I can reach. Even in the level 43 systems, I can easily do the scouts and collect that for the Federation then. I still need Federation credits for the Enterprise cloak, because in this case I didn't build the Legionary as I wanted in the first place because of the many reputation points I got for the Federation. I skipped the double faction stuff and remained with one. Which also meant at the time when it would have been appropriate, I didn't buy the Legionary in the Romulan faction store, and so I didn't have a cloaked ship so far. So now my cloaked ship will be the Enterprise. And there we're talking about continuing missions. We just finished one, and it got a continuity mission. Is that the correct word? Yeah, that's the non-native speaker part once more. And terrible enough. And yeah, and so we can collect even more. And that's why doing the missions, even if they don't look good in the first place because they just give some pass deal, you never know if there's a continuity mission coming after that brings you really nice stuff. I mean, in this case, it's not much nicer stuff than the original one. But first of all, you never know if there are more coming afterwards, which often was. I had a Romulan mission that had 5 or 6 missions coming after that. So that was okay already. And I got a lot of stuff out of that one. And the same is with the other ones, where it's just pass deal. And maybe in the second one, there will be officer tokens. There might be materials in it. I don't think I find too many gas with the Klingon missions, but still, I also take crystal. Oh, and that hunter is a very intelligent one, because he appeared right in front of me, but it doesn't matter. That's not one that can kill me. I don't think so, at least. So we still can do that. Oh, that's expensive, dilithium-wise. But still, we do have a lot of stuff at the moment. And as you can see in this mission, there's a 4-star crystal again, in this case uncommon. And in the one before we got common crystal, now we get uncommon crystal. And I do collect uncommon 4-star materials for prime researchers at the moment. That's another reason for doing all these missions, because if I can collect enough, I can do prime research. And that gives me a boost for my gameplay once more. So that's a nice one. Because of the hunters, let's quickly continue that one. Because the higher the level, the stronger the hunters. And the Intrepid is still quite slow, because it's when I'm doing missions, Fleet Commander Admiral Kirk is set on warp speed and not on impulse speed, and that you can see during my flight times in system. They are not the best. But if I should find some people in my alliance shortly before event reset to still make an attempt on the waves, then of course I would switch Kirk back to impulse speed, so it's easier for me to use my Rialta to, for example, to hunt the freighters in the waves, and that boosts the Rialta speed even as well. And that's why at the last one I got every single freighter that was coming, even if they were coming from 3 directions at the same time, was no problem. So now we finish that one as well, and see if there's another continuity mission. Yes, there is. And so let's have a look at the new one. And that's what I mean. Not more Ultra Recruit tokens, 4 days of speed ups. That's why missions are important. And of course, I will not take you the whole day with all the missions I'm doing. I cannot talk that much. I'm quite sure about that. But that was just a little thing I wanted to show you again on the importance of missions, on the state of my Ops 39 account, and what is going on here, and why parking on Ops 39 is still very reasonable. You might have seen the start of my little camping series on my main account. So that's what was my intention today. And if there's anything you would like to see, any task that I have to do either on my Ops 39 account here or on my Ops 69 account, just write in the comments below the video. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.